Hi everyone and welcome to the Daily Jaws. In this video, it's more paws than jaws, as we are going to be talking about one of the furrier members of the Jaws cast. We are of course referring to everyone's favourite four-legged stick chaser, Pipit the dog. Before we dive in, if you love Jaws and want more great content, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's lower those anti-shark cages and get to it. Dogs. Man's best friend, loyal companions who also happen to make great TV and movie stars. Whether it's Lassie coming to the rescue, Rin Tin Tin setting off for another adventure, or Toto saving Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, there's one pooch who stands taller than the rest for Jaws fans. That's Pipit, the black lab whose fondness for sticks ultimately proves her undoing. Now, before we go any further, we have to clear something up. The pronunciation of the dog's name in Jaws has led people, and some closed captions, to believe the name to be different things. Have a listen.
Pipit! Come on, Pipit! Come on, Pipit!
We can set the record straight and confirm the correct name is Pipit, spelt P-I-P-I-T. This is taken directly from interviews with Pipit's owners. Pipit was a black Labrador retriever raised by Edo and Robert Potter of Chappaquiddick Island, not far from where Jaws was shooting on location in Martha's Vineyard. Pipit joined the Potters in 1969 after being chosen from a litter of puppies when she was the only one who chased down a tennis ball. This infant display of instinctive retrieving had unknowingly set her on the path to cinematic immortality. One day, in summer 1974, Pipit's mum Edo got a call from her niece who works at a local kennel saying that the Jaws production was looking for an enthusiastic and vigorous dog. Spielberg seems to have a fondness for dogs, as his own Cocker Spaniel Elmer features not only in Jaws but also in Sugarland Express and Close Encounters. After speaking with Jaws casting director Sherry Rhodes, it was agreed that the Potters' teenage son Stephen would be the best choice of handler. Coincidentally, Stephen had already auditioned for the role of Cassidy, so was familiar to the casting crew. So there it was. Pipit was cast to play fetch on Amity State Island during the Alex Kintner attack scene. However, things didn't always go according to plan. After doing numerous takes of Pipit chasing the stick into the water, it came time to shoot Stephen, calling for his missing dog. Recounting the story for the book Jaws: Memories from Martha's Vineyard, Stephen said, "It was hysterical. I was looking out at the water, trying to look concerned about my missing dog, and every time I'd call Pipit's name, she'd respond by barking just a few yards from behind the camera." Lee Fierro, who played Mrs. Kintner, had the similar tale. She said, "At the request of one of the assistant directors, Jeff Voorhees and I took Pipit up over the dunes and held her ears so they could continue filming without her barking every time her master called her name. It was very funny." Despite some mishaps, the completed scene was a textbook example of suspense and cinematic sleight of hand. But the scene was also pivotal to the film, as it killed a dog and a child within minutes. All bets were off. No one was safe. This scene also sees the first example of the long-standing theory that yellow signifies the presence of the shark. Pipit's master is wearing a yellow top, Alex Kintner's Lilo is yellow, as well as his mother's sun hat. A yellow cord featured on the boat that the estuary victim was rowing, and of course the yellow barrels. Pipit and Stephen earned $500 for their time shooting the scene, with Pipit's half of the money being donated to the MSPCA, the Massachusetts Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. But one question remains. Was Pipit actually killed by the shark? After all, we don't actually see her get attacked, and there is evidence later in the movie that she may have in fact lived. When Chief Brody is running the now famous Jaws Bridge, in the background we can see what looks like a medium-sized black dog. Is this Pipit? The real Pipit died in 1978, aged just 9 years old. But perhaps she did in fact just have a near miss with the shark, and is therefore immortal on celluloid. She's still inspiring scenes in blockbuster shark movies like The Meg, over 40 years later. Well, that's bow wow for now from the Daily Jaws, but tell us your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Pipit lived? Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can learn about Jaws, sharks, movie making and everything in between. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok and Instagram, and be sure to check out our website thedailyjaws.com. Until next time, we drink to your legs, farewell and adieu.